I peeked in the back with you, like, are those like cacao plants? Like, what are those?
Yeah, they are.
Welcome to Santa Barbara, nestled along the Pacific coast of California and one of the most unique wine growing regions in the world. I'm so excited to take you to the Funk Zone, make some chocolate today, and of course, try some delicious wines on the Urban Wine Trail. All right, let's get it. So, the Santa Barbara adventure begins in no other place than the Funk Zone. We're gonna meet up with Kayla Bales from Eat This, Shoot That specializes in food and photo tours. Let's meet up with her. What is the Funk Zone? Like when I first heard that, I'm like, okay, are we dancing there? Like, are they playing music? Is it a club?
It's actually the original home of the Santa Barbara Fish Market. Anyone with the open air fish market likes to know on a hot summer day, it gets a little funky smelling. Funk Zone these days is kind of synonymous with having a good time, getting funky with it. Street art is also very popular in the Funk Zone. It's the only place in Santa Barbara that you're allowed to have street art on the walls. It's a great foodie spot. There's spirits tastings, like I mentioned, lots of wine tasting rooms, cute little shops, art galleries. It's got a little bit of everything for anyone.
And is there any must-see places? I mean, I'm sure the whole place is must-see, but like what comes top of mind for you should hit up these places this season?
Probably Moni's for tacos. You can't come to Santa Barbara without some fresh tacos. Cutler's Artisan Spirits is amazing. I love Riverbench for their sparkling wine. I could go on. McConnell's ice cream. You know, come to the Funk Zone. It's a lot of fun. It's a great spot to hang out. Come for the day, come for the weekend. There's always stuff to do here.
All right, fam, still here in the Funk Zone. I'm about to head into the Valley Project and talk to Megan Coonan, try some of her wines. I'm excited. Let's go. Before we jump into anything, I noticed from the outside, like this right here, like what is it?
This is a hand-drawn chalk map of Santa Barbara County. And the star's where we are, and this would be your journey through our valley.
What's this transverse flow I see in the middle here?
So this is the coast, and you have cool, damp air coming through the valley. It creates this weather pattern where you could have 65 degrees in Santa Rita Hills, the same time it's 95 degrees in Happy Canyon. Pinot and Chardonnay love it there, and Sauvignon Blanc and Bordeaux varieties that like it hot and dry like it in Happy Canyon.
This is great. And you just mentioned a bunch of wine. Can we jump right in and try some?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Educate me, like what's in my glass here? What do you have in your glass right now?
Well, right now we have a wine that I love. It's very close to my heart, which is a Coonan wine, kind of a take on Chateau Neuf de Pop. That's always a blend of basically Grenache, Syrah, Mourvedre. And I have in my glass our Santa Rita Hills 2019 La Rinconada Chardonnay. On the back of the bottle, you'll see the harvest date, the bricks at harvest, and the pH, and like what we really think is special about the vineyard. We make everything in the county. In fact, we now have our winery. We're the first winery in Goleta, which is just outside of Santa Barbara.
Why should individuals visit Santa Barbara? Why should they visit the Valley Project? And also, why come to the Funk Zone? What can you do here?
Passion and beauty, right? Everything is made in our own two hands. It's a very small, tight team. And I think that's a story in a lot of Santa Barbara wineries. And I think the Funk Zone too. Santa Barbara is a gorgeous place. The Funk Zone is really where Santa Barbara lets its hair down. You find businesses that are made with love by like small dreamers. And I think that's what makes it a great day out.
Thank you so much for your time.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So lovely to meet you.
Thank you. After a little walk on the Urban Wine Trail, I made it to Grassini Family Vineyards. They can trace their history all the way back to Italy. I'm excited to go in and try some wines and sit down with Autumn for a little chat. I'm gonna see you inside. Tell me more about the history of Grassini. Like, is that Italian? Like, I see the roots.
Yeah, so it's Italian family. So Larry Grassini is our founder, and he purchased the property back in the 80s, originally to raise horses for his daughters. After they bought this property, they discovered his wife's allergic to hay.
Ooh.
This is a very expensive mistake, but then years later, they had the land surveyed, and so grapes kind of just fell into the Grassini's laps.
What's in our glass?
So this is our Happy Canyon Sauv Blanc, which is our staple white wine, light and bright, and I call it my Dr. Seuss wine because I would drink it with a fox, in a box, here or there, anywhere.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you. Where are we? I know we're on the Urban Wine Trail.
So the Urban Wine Trail is a really good way to kind of focus on different regions in the San Ynez Valley without having to coordinate driving. You can really walk from one spot to another and taste from the westernmost area, the Santa Rita Hills, all the way on over to Happy Canyon. So in this courtyard right now, we have 8 different tasting rooms.
Wow.
And so you can spend hopefully more than just one afternoon here. But you can really taste everything you'd like in a matter of feet. So it's a really great way to enjoy the San Ynez Valley without having to put in all that extra effort. What's really great about Grassini is because this wasn't something that was, this big business plan, they have the opportunity to give back to the community. So every year we choose a different local charity, and what we do is we will do silent auction items, we match sales, we match tastings, the final donations that are made at the end of the month, we 100% match. I just think that Santa Barbara is a beautiful place, and I think that the Urban Wine Trail is a great way for you to kind of enjoy the San Ynez Valley, figure out what you like before making your way over the mountain, and also learn a little bit more about our community. So I hope to see you guys soon.
Perfect. Cheers.
Cheers.
And we're out.
Enjoy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming.
All right, friends, we are our last stop in Santa Barbara. There's a lot of great wine here, but we're gonna switch gears and actually make chocolate. I'm heading to 24 Blackbirds. Follow me. Talk to me about chocolate. Like, what made you get into chocolate? Where does your passion lie?
I was a chemist working for the university and just reading about how to bake, how to roast coffee, and chocolate came up. I started reading more and more about it and realizing I had no idea where chocolate came from. And so it kind of played into my scientific brain. I bought a pound of beans online, made it in a toaster oven, and peeled the beans by hand. And then after the first batch, pretty much got sucked in completely.
So why open a business in Santa Barbara? Like, how has that been?
I didn't plan at all to open a business. I was making chocolate, handing it out as samples to friends, and some of my friends in town opened a cafe. And they were like, well, we'll sell your chocolate. And I was like, oh, I'll make a business.
And how long have you been incorporated?
This is our 12th year.
Wow, congratulations. Okay, 12 years. So the name is interesting, 24 Blackbirds. Like, talk to me about that.
I wanted it to be related to childhood. My sister brought up the nursery rhyme that we both grew up with, 4 and 20 blackbirds baked in a pie. And everything in the craft chocolate world was sort of this elevated luxury product. And I wanted to come in from the opposite way.
I love that. And then also, I peeked in the back with you, like, are those like cacao plants?
Growing cacao trees and vanilla orchids. That's been a personal project of mine for about 5 years, to start a cacao farm and a vanilla farm in Santa Barbara.
Well, locally, okay.
And that is to feed research on fermentation. My science background has led me to have a really strong interest in that, essentially trying to feed all that into our products to make a boutique fermented cocoa bean from Santa Barbara.
I always ask winemakers, and I put them on the spot, like, what's their favorite wine? Today, what's your favorite chocolate that you offer?
I'm really, really into our Tanzanian dark chocolate. It's really cocoa-y, it's really fruity, got a lot of like dark berry notes, and that, to me, in terms of our single origin dark chocolates, is the most dynamic flavor profile.
Thank you so much, Mike, for your time. Appreciate you. All right, fam, we're done here in Santa Barbara. We got funky in the funk zone, we had some great wine, we even saw some locally made chocolate. I hate to leave, but we'll be back again. I'll see you then.